Freedom fighters, I'm back with another one. Well, today's topic is going to be but not Muh Veterans. Well, I was having a conversation on Truth Social, and I figured we'd discuss it and get your guys' opinions on it. But, yeah, so here's the first part of it, and the OP here, aka the original poster, posted this little video clip here, and it says newly released J6 video shows Capitol Police shoving, and I'll fill in the rest here. It said shoving an old lady and like tear gassing protesters. So I replied, more video showing that the police are the traitors and against we the people. And when the time does come, and I might as well just enter the disclaimer already, you know that I do not support, encourage any violent, illegal, unlawful actions. So don't go do something and tell them I told you to do it, because here I am telling you not to. But if the time does come, in, of course, some hypothetical, fictional or non-fictional, I can't remember what it is, fantasy land, where you think it's time to free yourself from a tyrannical government, and your Constitution has a clause in there that says you have the right and the duty to overthrow a tyrannical government. So if that's what you thought you were facing, when the time does come, you better believe the thin blue line will be the ones there arresting and killing patriots that are willing to take action. And absolutely, that's what they're there for. They are the elitist enforcement branch. They protect them. And if you ever got the hair up your ass and ever thought about revolting or going against your overlords, the people that are going to be there to stop it is going to be the thin blue line you worship so much. But then it goes in further into that. Let's see the next bit here. And then this guy posts up. And he says, not all cops. My brother is a SWAT cop in Dallas. There are some who uphold the law, and there's some who are corrupt, just like every position and job on the planet. Well, right. There's corrupt people or bad people in every job. But your cashier at McDonald's or Walmart doesn't have the ability to kidnap you and put you in a cage, or put a bullet in your head and then, tell the public, you were some kind of DT, or, they had to do it because he was threatening, or whatever excuse that they make up, while you're just trying to be free. And then I said, well, in all due respect, I've heard that not my brother, not my dad, not my uncle saying a lot. I understand people hold their family members in high esteem, but you don't see what they do on their job, and I can almost guarantee you they enforced unconstitutional laws, stripping someone of their rights, or at the very least they sat by and watched his department do it. And yeah, every time I have this conversation with people online or in person, and, I say something demeaning about cops or something like that, it's always, oh, well, yeah, but, there's always the bad apple. And then they tell me how, oh, but my dad was a cop and he was all great. And, my brother's a cop and he doesn't do that. He supports the Constitution and, this and that. Every time I heard that, if I had $1, I'd be frickin' rich. And it's always the case. And I'm like, how can that always be the case when everyone I talk to and their friend who's a cop or their uncle or their sister or their mom's a cop and they're the good ones and they don't enforce unconstitutional laws, then there would be none. So who are the parents and the sons and daughters of these people who are the bad cops? Let me know where they are, but you get what I'm saying. No one's ever going to be like, yeah, my dad's the bad cop. Yeah, he goes out there and confiscates guns. Yeah, he goes out there and, kicks doors and is the boot and is the Gestapo. Of course not. They're never going to say that. They're never going to admit to that. They're always going to be on the side, of their family member. And, I was honestly trying to have, an honest discussion And they always come in and get pissed off. I mean, rightfully so. And I said, I know you hold your family members in high esteem and don't want to think of them, doing these things. And look, I've had, military members and stuff in my family, people who served. And just like I said, I mean, I know their character as a person, and that's all I know. And they've been good to me and all that, but they're my family, of course. And I don't know what they did on the job because I wasn't there. So, I mean, again, you assuming that your brother, the SWAT cop, is, not doing anything. You're not there with him, and I can almost guarantee you he's doing it. Alright, on to the next one. So this guy actually got it. He said, "You're absolutely correct. The pigs will kill you, your spouse, your kids, and your dog to protect their paychecks and pensions. Ruby Ridge, Waco, Uvalde, they all prove this statement factual. If they were good ones, we'd see whistleblowers." Exactly, and that's what I say, at the very least, if your brother's the good cop, or whatever, you're saying, they'd be calling out the bad ones, and we'd be weeding this problem out and getting it over with really quickly. But for some reason, they seem to keep popping up. And then he comes in here and he gets pissed off. Like I said, I mean, I get it. People don't take kindly to you calling out their family members for being scum. But then he's like, get the fuck out of here. Not only is he a proud officer, he's a 10-year military veteran. So you're assuming you know anything about him or my family is ridiculous. Stick that shit right up your ass. And it's like, here we go. And I've heard this one 1,000 times too. If I got $1 for every time I heard, well, he's a veteran, again, I'd be rich. So I respond to him back again. I'm a veteran is also used a lot. And then I remind him, Hunter Biden is a veteran. Pete Buttigieg is a veteran. And I saw a campaign, I forget who was running, but he was saying, the weapons that I trained on and used in my military service should not be in the streets, and, ARs are weapons of war, and we need to clean these things up out of our streets, and I'm for a total ban, and this and that. So again, the fact that you just blanket statement this, he's also a veteran. So that just clears him of any wrongdoing any wrongdoing he could possibly do. Because he's a proud 10-year military veteran. That means nothing to me. And they're more than willing to confiscate firearms from we the people. They're more than willing to put that boot on your neck. Because that's their job. And if their pensions, and their paychecks are threatened in any way, they're going to uphold or do what they have to do to get that. So I mean, this just always goes back to what I'm hearing, and, we'd have whistleblowers. If all these good, cops and stuff, and these good military people were, whistleblowing, we'd be getting rid of these people really quickly, and we wouldn't have the problems we have. And, the reason I blacked out these guys' names, and I actually follow this guy's channel, and he's a pretty, big, channel. I mean, he's got I think 15,000 subs or something, or followers. But yeah, I mean, way bigger than my channel. But, I'm not really trying to call him out or nothing. That's not what this video's about. But, it's funny how I've talked to this guy about a lot of stuff. And he's pretty, based in my opinion. He understands a lot. But the same people who will call out, 3 or 4 years ago, I was talking to this guy about Mad Dog Mattis. And he was like, oh man, that guy's a traitor, and, he's deep state and all this. And these same people will talk about Milley and all these, 4-star decorated generals that have all the badges and, ribbons on their chest. and say, oh no, but they're doing this, and it's unconstitutional, and they're against we the people. Yet when it's their family member, they don't see how it could be possible, because they're proud veterans, they're proud officers. They would never do that. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure Miley, or whatever, and Mad Dog consider themselves proud veterans. But it's the same old thing. And then the whole thing, I did a video on not the police, or no, not the police. And then once people wake up to, yeah, it is the police, then it becomes not sheriffs. And then I proved, yeah, the sheriffs will do it too. And now we're at the final part of it, but not the veterans, not the military. Well, I guess I have to do a video about the military too. I mean, that'll probably be a separate video, but yeah, we know the military's woke, the military's infiltrated. Again, I know all the Q-tards think, oh, the military's in control, and they're gonna swoop in any day and reinstate Trump, or whatever the, blah, blah, blah garbage. It's all hopium. It's not gonna happen. And, I just read an article the other day. This is off topic, but, well, it's kind of on topic, but I'll try to post the link or whatnot. I forget what department it was, but it said that the governor or someone struck in some new law that took away previous gun laws. And it said that the police are defiantly enforcing the laws anyway. And I've seen this plenty of times. I think it was in Illinois or something when Chicago had the assault weapons ban, and there was some cities outside of Chicago that said, oh, we're not going to enforce it. And then they showed the other departments going, oh, we've been waiting for this. We can't wait, to take these weapons of war off the street. So yeah, I mean, there's some counties that are be like, well, we're not going to have this, but many officers are willing to do it. And I think there was one in Minnesota too where they passed some new gun laws, and the police chief came out with some officers and like, we've been waiting for a law like this, and we've been waiting to put the boot on our citizens' neck. I mean, it's time and time again. I don't know how much proof you people need. And I'm talking to the people that, still believe that this isn't happening, or, again, the police or the military are going to swoop in at any given moment and save the day. It's not going to happen. They are proud. We talk about proud officers. They're proud to, do as the overlords say and keep you in check. Put that, keep these slaves in line and make sure they don't get too much of that freedom. But yeah, man, on that note, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you guys think. Until the next one, you know what I always say. We are on our own. No one's coming to save us. So get right with God, because only God can save you. Freedom Fighters out.